Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's the end cap to our tri-match. Your Bluefield University Rams taking on the Carolina University Bruins. Of course, the Rams head coached by Alfonso Alvarez. The Bruins head coached by Bill Ferguson, assisted by Drew Allewine. And your starting Rams, Tony Martin, Gadiel Diaz, Hernan Morales, Devin Robinson, David Atkins, and Jovian Bakes. I'm joined today by Kirsten Palmboss. Kirsten, what you kind of see with the Bruins in Game 2?
The Bruins in Game 2, they definitely fought hard with Cumberland, but they just could not figure out that rotation to get them out of system, to figure out how to get the plays to work and how to get those points and how to get the runs. The third set, they started to a little bit, but you could also tell that Cumberland was kind of starting to loosen up because they had just won those 2 games, so they were just living life at that point. And you definitely saw some potential with the Bruins, but I think this is going to be a tough match for both teams.
I definitely agree, and the big kill coming from Jovian Banks. Set by Glasgow. It goes out. Rams start out with a 2-0 lead. Serve from Diaz. Glasgow. It's blocked, but it'll go out. Bruins make their first point on the board.
The Bruins did very well with that in the last game, too, when they played Cumberland, with using that block and tooling off of it and getting points off of that very well.
Robinson off the hands of Jimenez. Backwards progress. And we're back. Sorry for having some technical difficulties. Rams currently lead 7-1. Service error brings a point in possession back to the Bruins. Hot start for your homestanding Rams. Much better than we saw against Cumberland earlier. 8-2 now the score. Carolina in its second year as a program had made tremendous strides and definitely gave Cumberland a run for their money in the previous game. The serve coming from Caleb Ward. Thrown up, service error. Kirsten, we talked about in Game 1 how much of the service error is going to cost you and how it's plagued both teams continuously.
Yeah, Cumberland definitely struggled a lot with most of their serves in their first game and a little bit in their second game as well. But Bluefield hasn't been struggling with it that badly, but towards the end of their game with Cumberland earlier this morning, they started to missing some at crucial times when they needed the points. And now they're starting to do that in the beginning of this set, which is setting the pace.
And number 13, Brady Bartlett's going to match the service error. 9-4 the score. Robinson. Glasgow. Makes contact from Landon Emsinger, who, if I'm not mistaken, was a part of this Bluefield roster last season.
Yeah, he was here at Bluefield last year, and he transferred to Carolina. And we miss him dearly. He's a great kid, but we're glad that he's happy and doing what's good for him.
Hope it doesn't sound like a big breakup or something. But seriously, Emsinger has definitely been a pivotal part of the big transition that we saw on the Carolina team last season. I believe, still led by number 1, Glasgow from Lancaster, South Carolina. but they've made tremendous strides, and with the help of some of the star-studded cast that is their coaching staff. As it's blocked, 10-6. Their Carolina University Bruins head coach, Bill Ferguson, spent 15 years a part of the University of Southern California's men's volleyball team. And then the assistant coach, Drew Allewine, spent his fair share at multiple Division II and NAIA schools before coming to Carolina last season, where he is now the assistant coach of both the men and the women's. Serving for the Bruins, number 9, Josh Jimenez from Danville, Alabama. Diaz. Morales. Diaz with a big hit, a little too much for Thomas. Score now 11-6. And coming in, David Adkins. Martin serves. Abernathy. Abernathy puts it over. Morales. Glasgow, big hit by Bartlett through the wall of Rams. 11-7. Back to serve. Stephen Wilson out of Parkton, North Carolina. Diaz. Martin. Glasgow sets it up. Abernathy tries to put it down, but blocked by Jovian Banks.
This entire season, Jovian has been a huge wall for Bluefield.
Diaz. Right to Jimenez. Abernathy. Martin. Big hit from Robinson goes right into the chest of Jimenez. Bump. Set. And a little miscommunication. 12-8. And Tajmir Glasgow from Lancaster, South Carolina, goes back to the line. Robinson, set by Martin. Adkins pushes it over. It teeters on that line. But the ref's gonna vote in favor of the out of bounds. 12-9. A little too much power from Glasgow. Morales with a couple dribbles. The serve. That goes out.
Missing serves.
The Abernathy. Bryson coming from Taylorsville, North Carolina. The serve to Robinson. Martin. Bumped by Glasgow. Martin. Adkins with the kill. Line judge rules it in. Carolina pretty frustrated with that one. 14-10. Caleb Word. Back to the line. Serves opposite side. Abernathy couldn't get his fists under it, 15-10. Word with the service error. Brady Bartlett, hailing from Christiansburg, Virginia, only about an hour outside of Bluefield, going down 460. Blocked at the line, Hernandez. Bartlett's got to go back to serve again. By Morales. Hernandez. Oh, miscommunication.
Communication is always key.
15-13. Bruins come within 2. Diaz, Word able to recover. Flipped over by Morales. Abernathy. Thomas with the kill. Brings it within 1. Rams in the out formation. Robinson off the chest of Glasgow. Pushed over. And Fernandez with the kill. Gives a lucky break to Bluefield. Robinson up to serve. Bartlett was blocked, but it veers out. 16-15. Raheem Thomas from Christiansted, Virgin Islands. Great recovery by Word. Glasgow. In Ellis with a big hit. Going to get a touch from Bluefield. Tied up 16 all. And Thomas to serve. Morales. Word Diaz. Glasgow. Ellis with the big hit, goes right to Mutter. Thomas. Trying to stay under it. Thomas. Ellis on the far side. Mutter is just getching every one of these. Glasgow. Ellis tried to put it over, goes right into the net. Rams with a very tone-setting rally. Terrell Boston, one of the Richmond boys, goes back to the line. Abernathy. Bartlett was blocked. Ellis still able to put it over. Diaz. Abernathy with too much power. It'll go out. 18-16. Carolina still being able to prove that they're in this contest. A kick from Ellis. Great celebration. Also get tagged in for Jimenez. Jimenez back to the serving block. 18-17. Mutter. Fernandez rolls over. Martin. Glasgow. Abernathy. Big kill from David Atkins. And all the stands riled up. 2017 timeout taken by the Rams. Kirsten, what a great start for Bluefield.
Yeah, they started to lose a little bit of communication there in the middle, and then we saw Carolina come back after Bluefield had finally fought to get a little bit of a lead going, and now they're starting to get that back as they're starting to communicate a little bit better. They just really need to start working on covering their hitters a little better. Personally, watching, they are not prepared to get blocked, and Carolina's doing a great job of reading the hitters and reading their shoulders and knowing where they're going to put the ball, and they're doing a great job picking up almost everything that's getting thrown their way right now.
Rams currently lead 2017 here in set number 1. Rams could definitely use a win as they go into this week. And I believe the serve. Morales. Martin tried to get under it. No good, 2018. Men's volleyball is going to play at home later this week against Lee's McRae. Atkins blocked. Diaz. Thomas there. Morales. Thomas. Abernathy makes it right into the net. 21-18. Glasgow. Bartlett. Banks bumps it over. Bartlett. Punch over by Banks. A little bit of confusion there. And the kill going to come from Jovian Banks. A little bit of confusion where it went. 22-18. We're going to take a quick timeout. Since 1984, Swope Construction has led the way in innovative commercial construction solutions in West Virginia and Virginia. Swope Construction, a proud sponsor of Bluefield University Athletics. Since 1989, Black Tie Charters has gone the extra mile to provide its clients with exceptional service. The Rams ride with Black Tie Charters. Rams making their way onto the court. And Diaz up to serve. Couple more people in the dome for the later game today. The Rams fell to the Cumberland Phoenix in 3 sets. Following that, Carolina fell as well in 3. Diaz. Robinson with the kill, nobody there. 23-18.
You can definitely tell during this game that they're finding the holes a lot better than they did with Cumberland, and that they're actually swinging a little more smart would be the way I would put it. They're not just swinging to swing, they're finding the holes and they're swinging to hit those holes.
Service error. Glasgow. The serve. Diaz. Morales. Robinson. Too much heat from Abernathy. Sets up set point. Rams their first time today in this position. Morales. Bump. Kill coming from Thomas. 2024. Bryson Abernathy. A serve for the Bruins. And the service error to end it. Rams take set number 1. 25-20. We'll be back here shortly on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Your Homestanding Rams win set number 1. 25-20. Rams from the keen observation of Kirsten Palmboss that they're able to find a lot of these holes they weren't able to find in their first game today. Tony Martin up to serve. Abernathy, Glasgow. Nobody there. 1-0 in favor of the Bruins. Bumped by Diaz. Failed block attempt off the hit from Adkins. 1-1. Morales. Robinson gets through the wall. Diaz. Glasgow. And Thomas is going to make it through the defense of the Rams. 2-2.
That was a fairly skeptical call by the ref just because when he did tip that ball, he held onto it for quite a bit, which can technically be considered a carry. So I'm actually very surprised that that wasn't mentioned.
And that drops in right in front of a unsuspecting Martin. 3-2. Abernathy. Service error benefits the Rams. Morales. Serve. He'll match the service error. And Brady Bartlett now up to serve. Martin. Robinson. Ellis. One from Morales. The big kill from David Adkins ties it up 4-4 here in set number 2. Caleb Ward and Leo Fernandez coming in. Word to serve. Ellis with the bump. Kill coming from Insinger. Five, 4. Thomas. Service error. More and more fans trickling in. See a lot of members of the men's and women's soccer teams. As another match service error. Josh Jimenez. See if they could stop the streak. The serve. No, he can't. 6-6. That's 6 back-to-back service errors.
This game right now is just service errors at this point.
Half of the points made up of it. Abernathy tries to put it over. The Bruins just running into the net consistently. 7-6. Boston. Jimenez. Set by Glasgow. Abernathy. Too much heat. Eight, 6. Definitely a missed lift, but it doesn't matter because Bluefield was all over that block. 9-6. Oh man, that's got to be frustrating. He had curled hands and he tried to push it up. It is what it is.
He definitely took that one from his heart. That's for sure.
I just heard the entire arena just boo because they're like, what? Like,
even the people who barely know anything about volleyball, they know you can't do that. It looks bad.
Looks terrible. Some bad fundamental volleyball.
For setters, that is the death of us, is when people do that, because it's just everything inside of us is just like, no, you can't do that. You can't.
But it's funny to watch people who are not setters try to set because a lot of them just don't know how to, and you get a lot of doubles or a carry, and it looks terrible.
It is very funny at times when people do, like, they're like, oh, being a setter's not that hard, and they try it, and then after 2 times setting the ball and messing it up both times, they're like, you can have your position back now. I don't want to run a track meet anymore. And because you don't realize how much setters run around on that court.
Boston's run on the service block going to end with a service error, 9-7. The freshman, 5'11", outside hitter, Wilson. Bumped by Mutter, set by Word. Couple of smack balls. It goes out.
It's almost like they're playing tennis right now, just going back and forth.
Wilson. Mutter not able to get under it. Morales' bump is over. Set. Blocked. (10-8).
Jovion Banks in that middle, he is a wall.
Very dangerous asset to this Bluefield defense. Jimenez. Lucky nothing was called there. Diaz now, although he's known for his amazing power behind those hits, he's got to be able to keep that within the playing field. Glasgow now up to serve. Glasgow looking to be the only setter on Carolina's roster.
Looks like Bluefield's starting to lose the communication and the energy on their team. Starting to go back to that laziness we saw towards the end of Cumberland's game. Hopefully someone goes in right now and gets some energy going and pumps them up. Like, let's get this game going, guys. It's getting a little slow.
Abernathy. Martin. Atkins on the far corner. Oh. All tied up 11-11. Abernathy. Glasgow. Great save. And the touch from Abernathy gets the point for Bluefield. Bluefield all riled up, 12-11.
You can see how happy Jovian is because he just got an assist. It was a beautiful set, too, especially for a middle.
$13-11. Set for Morales. Set. They're going to deem the point with Bluefield. Maybe they're trying to get the sway of the net to sway the judges.
There was definitely someone in the net, but I was unable to see which team it actually was.
Ellis. Thomas with the kill. Great attempt by Diaz to try to get there in time. No good, 14-12. Bartlett to serve. Up by Robinson. Martin. Unreturnable. Now I know that if it touches the light bulbs, the top, you can still play that. But if it hits the basketball goals, you can't.
Correct, yeah, because that's the same thing as if it was bouncing off like the bleachers or the score table or anything like that. Anything that is attached to the ground, like obviously the ceiling is somewhat, but that's a whole different scenario where the lights are above, and even if it touches the ceiling, as long as it stays on your side and then you put it over, then you're fine. But if it touches the light and goes on the other side, that's no longer your point. It's the other team's.
Service error from Bartlett. 15-12. Ellis. Set. Thomas blocked. Slinger able to get through the wall, 15-13. Thomas serves. Word. Set by Morales. Robinson blocked. 15-14. Thomas hits the net, goes over. 15 all. Rams battling with gaining a lead and then losing it. Thomas, the serve. And a service error keeps the Rams in the lead about a little over halfway into set number 2. That drops an Abernathy there. Ellis. My eyes may have deceived me there. I thought it actually made it on the Bluefield side, but blocked. 17-15. Robinson with the serve. Glasgow. Couple of fish trying to keep it in play. No good. 17-16. Josh Jimenez. Word by blocked, goes out 18-16. Terrell Boston back to serve. Set. Abernathy blocked. Set up. And too much power from Abernathy. A little bit of frustration on the Bruins side. Boston with the serve. Kill from Fernandez. Oh. Well, that was a little confusing there for a second. At one point I saw Bruin well underneath the goal and on the Rams side. Actually, I don't know the rule behind that. Is that
you are not allowed to do that?
I just wanted to make sure that was.
Yeah, which I'm very surprised that wasn't called. Like, they made a completely different call for that entire play, and that confused me too. I was like standing here, I'm just like, I'm looking over. You can see Coach Gallimore and Coach Alvarez both like, what on earth? Like, you can't do that. Like, oh, if you want to come on our side, well, let us go on your side quickly and push you out of the way so you can't get to the ball. Like,
no, I thought that was. I've been covering for volleyball for about over a year now, and I've never seen a full body about midway through the opponent's court like Glasgow was. But no matter 2016, Rams 5 away from putting set number 2 in their pocket.
I have seen, like, for girls, I've seen girls dive for a ball and slide under on accident, but I've never seen someone literally just, like, run underneath the net before.
Boston with the serve. Unreturnable, 21-16. Thomas and the kill from Jovion Banks. Man, there's no getting past that guy. Boston back to serve. I'm sorry, Kirsten.
No, you are fine. My favorite part was when Jovion did it. He just turns around. Yep. All right, cool. Let's move on now. Next point. Let's finish this game. Like, it didn't even faze him that he just toppled everyone. Once again, 2 in a row for Jovion.
Wow, just absolute power on that hand.
That definitely just fired up their team, and I think you can tell that now they're all got smiles on their faces, and they look like they're actually finally having fun. And down again.
Dang, 3 for 3. Banks, golly, it's like some kind of speeding bullet.
3 in a row for Banks. Every single one straight down. Wow. Those are amazing right there.
And the Rams feeling on cloud nine. It's going to set up. Set point.
You can see it on the Bruins' faces as well. They're all just kind of like distraught now. They don't really know what to do. They just got pummeled 3 times in a row by the same person.
By the same person. Going into the Bruins sideline, unreturnable. Rams take set number 3 in exciting fashion with 3 back-to-back kills from Jovion Banks. We'll be back here shortly with set number 3 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. The serve, Mutter there. Morales, Martin, Adkins off the hands of Glasgow. Puts the first point on the board for the Rams. Now serving Gadiel Diaz. Gets the signal. Thomas trying to put it over. Goes right into the net. Toes the line. Going to give the points to the Bruins. Thomas with the serve. Drops in on the far corner. Thomas from Christiansted in the Virgin Islands. That one will go out.
You could even hear Jadiel. He was like, that one was out because he thought the first one was, but it curved right back in, right on that line. And that second one, he goes, yep, this one's out, and I know because I am on this line.
Morales. Cross-court serve. Ellis blocked. Thomas not able to get under it. 3-2. Ellis. Set by Glasgow. Put over by Ellis. Robinson to recover.
That was a little bit of a delayed call on that one. Couldn't make up their mind, and then heard the Bruins complaining about it and got it their way.
Jimenez with the serve. Robinson. Set by Martin. Asco keeps it up. Thomas puts it over. Up. And Grande with a big hit. Ties it up. Or check that. Brings it 4-3.
Both Tony and Caleb have both been doing a great job the last two sets and this set of being able to, like, just be able to get their middles more involved than they normally do. And it's definitely showing because they are crushing the ball, both Alvaro and Jovian.
Abernathy. Too much. Word back to serve. Set. Body from Abernathy. Jimenez brings it back into play. Fernandez straights Jimenez. Goes way out. Two Bruins now on Rams' side.
Bruins are really loving our side today.
It's the winning side. Dribble through the legs, Word. Sets up the serve. Jimenez. Set. Try to put it over. Point going to go to the Bruins. Robinson's fingers all over the plane. Stephen Wilson to serve. Dabbing the yellow arm sleeve. Serve straight into the net, 7-4. Serve. Pushes it over, 7-5. Glasgow. Mutter. Put down through a couple of Bruins.
It looked as if that ball that Alvaro just hit actually hit number 5 on the head.
Seen a couple of those today. Tells you how tough volleyball players are.
Yeah.
Jimenez. Thomas with a kill, and I'm sorry for cutting you off, Kirsten.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, I mean, getting banged up and bruised for having to dive and trying to make contact with the ball as many times and as well as you can. Abernathy going to go back.
You definitely sacrifice your body when it comes to volleyball. We don't get pads or anything like that, although we also aren't tackling people. At least we don't try to. But apparently Bruins want to come to our side today, so maybe it'll end up happening. Who knows?
Big kill from Jovion Banks.
Jovion is on fire today.
Carolina, pretty intelligent group trying to get out of the way of these Banks hits. Tony Martin, the serving line. It's for the referee's signal. He gets it. Abernathy. Ellis blocked. That goes out. 10-6. Thomas. It's a 10-7, quick recovery. Bartlett to serve. Mutter. Point with the Bruins. Martin tried to bring it back to his side, but at the expense goes over the line. Service there, 11-8. Diaz to serve. Set. It goes through the wall, 11-9. Martin. Robinson. It's to Carolina's side. Punched across. Morales there. Robinson. Thomas. That goes out. Hard fought 12th point here in set number 3, where the Rams currently lead 2-0. Emsinger. Grande punches it. Also not able to get under 13-9. And a timeout going to be called. We're going to thank a couple of our sponsors. Gaming Networks offers broadband internet speeds faster than outdated phone companies DSL and comparable to cable with no data caps. Gaming Networks going further with the Rams. Dutch's Dairy offers whole 2% chocolate milk and drinkable yogurt in the heart of the plant of Rural Retreat, Virginia. Dutch's Dairy, the Rams' choice for milk. (13-9) the score. Rams outscoring the Bruins 50-36 in the first 2 sets. And now up by 4 here in set number 3. A little conference on the far sideline. The libero Morales is up to serve. The ricochet's off the hands of Roger Pickett. Rams now up by 5. Thomas gets it up, set. Ricochets off the wall, 14-10. Let's see what the North AL native is going to do. The serve from Jimenez. Bumped by Diaz. Too much power from Robinson. Brings the Bruins within 3. Bumped by Robinson. Robinson blocked. Morales. Glasgow. Abernathy. Gets off the shoulder. Diaz. 14-12. Rams have to make sure they don't get too complacent. Service error, 15-12.
All 3 games today, every single set. The amount of missed serves is a little alarming for every single team that was here today. Cumberland, Carolina, and Bluefield. We've had quite a few missed serves.
You got to think that each of those coaches are probably going to try to focus on that this week as they prepare in the block from Fernandez. You hear the come on. Word. Jimenez. Punched down by Grande. Not even a second flinch. 17-12. Abernathy. Morales. Fernandez. Rams now lead by 6. Word behind the line. Set. Thomas's hit trickles in, putting the first point on the board for the Rams in 4. Wilson with the serve. Robinson with the kill. No one there. 19-13.
You can definitely see Bluefield executing all of their plays a little bit better right now and actually finding those holes and swinging hard and not just swinging for fun. You can tell they are starting to have more determination to want to win during this game.
Drops in on the back line. Thomas in adamant disagreement. Serve from Robinson. Oh my gosh. Rams currently lead 21-13 here in the third set, where they lead 2 sets to 9. The Grind 103 Spring Street seeks to offer regional flavors while employing a unique culture around their brand. The Grind never stops. I was told that I rush my commercials sometimes. But I hope you guys knew that, because the Grind is pretty good. I've been there once or twice as a customer. I've been there multiple times when we get to do the coaches show. Hopefully starting again in the fall. But who knows?
I love the Grind. It's a great place to literally just go sit there and study if you need to and eat some fries or get something to drink. You don't even have to like coffee. Because personally, I don't like coffee. They have great hot chocolate. Delicious. They have some great teas and everything.
Well, it's Palm Boss certified, so.
Yes, it is.
Robinson. The serve into the net. 21-14. Rams 4 away from putting this game away. Bump. Diaz blocked. 21-15. Glasgow. Menincourt unable to get under that one. Set. Fernandez gets it over. Thomas over the shoulder of a couple Rams brings it within 6. Glasgow goes back. Set. Morales there. Grande gets it over.
Ooh, that was definitely double.
The double called on the Bruins. It's Bluefield. Lucky break in action. 22-17. Boston. The hit right in front of Jimenez.
The Bluefield playing right now is a completely different team that was playing against Cumberland earlier. The Bluefield right now seems more confident and ready to play, where I feel like this morning they held back from what their true potential could be.
And another big block from Bluefield's impenetrable wall. 24-17. Match point to Real Boston. Gonna go back. Set. Blocked, and that's the way it's gonna end. 25-17 in favor of your Bluefield Rams. Kirsten, do you have any parting words for broadcast? Thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me. It was a blast. I definitely think Bluefield came out and was ready to play in this game. They were not as prepared this morning. This morning they were holding back from what they can truly do, and you could see big time, especially considering the fact of how well they just played in these last 2 sets. The first set, I feel like they were still kind of warming up almost a little, but the last 2, you could definitely tell that they were starting to swing harder. They were making smarter decisions, smarter plays, actually going out there to play. Now, there is some things, obviously, every team has to work on. They need to work a little bit more on their covering their hitters when they're swinging, because they got blocked quite a few times today, and there was nobody near. There were a few times they got it up, obviously, but always work on serving, because that is the biggest thing in volleyball, because if you can't make your serve, you can't continually play, and you will lose every single game because of it. So I think they just have to work on some of those small things, but other than that, this last game, they definitely showed up.
Well, of course, the Rams take this one in 3 sets. First set, 25-20. Second one, 25-16. Your final set, 25-17. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and take it easy, Rams fans.